Gavin Whyte joining us this week as we'll look ahead to talk about this weekend's opponents in Middlesbrough. But first, let's have a quick catch up with you, Gav. How are you settling in?
Yeah, really well. It hasn't took me long. I think the boys, when I first came, were really good with me. But no, I'm enjoying every moment, and I'm hoping to be here for another good while yet. How
excited were you at the prospect of playing in the Championship? I mean, it's a big step up from your days with the Crusaders in the Irish League. Did you ever see yourself making that leap?
I didn't think I see myself making the leap as quickly as what I did. I mean, obviously I was at League One last year with Oxford, but I didn't think the Championship would have came as quickly. And I'm just glad to be here now. I always knew I could have played one day, but I'm glad it's here now. And hopefully kick on from here.
And what are your thoughts on the Championship? I mean, everyone always says it's a really tough league, but what's the step up like, especially from League One to the Championship? How have you found it?
I found it all right, to be fair. Not really much different. Obviously the players are better who you're playing against, but you don't get much time on the ball, just like last year at Oxford. But I think I'm doing all right. If I keep training with better players and keep listening to the manager and the coaches, I'll only get better.
And in terms of your own personal targets, do you set yourself targets for your assists like a striker would with goals?
No, I don't actually. Obviously I love getting assists, I love getting goals, but because I've only been here and I've only recently started being in the team, I haven't really looked at the targets. I just want to do well every week, work hard, and if goals come, happy days, and if assists come, I'll be loving life. So.
You have featured quite often with obviously Neil's selection with the team. Did you think that was going to be the case when you joined, or did you think it was going to be a gradual sort of introduction to the starting 11?
Yeah, I think I was going to, be in the team not as quick. Do you know what I mean? I think it would have took me a while, just to get used to playing at this level. But I'm glad that the manager has believed in me and put me in straight away, and I just hope to be in the team as more.
Now 3 draws on the bounce. How do you assess the performances so far this season? I mean, perhaps you'd like to have won more games, but at the same time, mid-table's not too bad. But what's your assessment?
To be fair, I think we could do a lot better. I've had a bit of a shaky start, but I'm confident in this team and what we can do. I think we'll be up the table right and quick.
Okay, so back at home then, this Saturday against Middlesbrough, of course. How are you finding the home crowd? How do you enjoy playing here?
That's amazing. I've never really played in these big crowds before. At Oxford, the fans were brilliant there as well, but not as much people. But the fans have been amazing with me since I've come in, and I love playing at home and I love playing in front of them.
How do you find the pressure then? Obviously, with a bigger crowd comes more opinions. How do you find that pressure? Do you enjoy it with obviously the Sky cameras as well? I mean, how are you coping?
Coping all right. I've played in front of big crowds before with the international setup, so I'm kind of getting used to it, but not really any pressure. I go and enjoy myself every week, and I try to put on a show for them fans.
Now Middlesbrough have just got a marginally better goal difference than us, which obviously sits on just that one place above us in the league, so it's going to be a tough game on Saturday. How are you guys looking to approach it?
I'm just going with confidence. We're 5 unbeaten there, 6, so we'll just go in with confidence. We know what we need to do. We've worked hard in the training ground. We know it's going to be a tough game, but I think if we have our game plan right, we'll be all right.
They've got an experienced keeper in Darren Randolph between the sticks, so we've highlighted him as someone who is arguably one of the most consistent keepers in the league over the seasons. As an attacking force, how are you looking forward to coming up against him? Yeah,
I'm looking forward. I played against him last year. We played Republic of Ireland in Aviva, and I actually had a one-on-one with him, and he saved it. So I'm looking to get back at that.
Get your own back on Saturday.
So hopefully Saturday's the one.
Right, a couple of questions come in from the fans. As you might have seen, we've asked them to get in touch with their questions. So we'll head to Instagram first. One from Harry Reece, 06. He's asking, how do you cope with negativity as a player?
You just try not to look at the comments, or try not to listen to anything. I know myself. I work hard every week, and if some games don't go as well, I'll try my best to do the next game better.
The next one comes from Pretentious Poems. They're asking, what are your tips to young budding footballers?
Just be confident and wanna do the best you can and wanna be the best you can be, and you know, get into a club where you like and you can grow, and just do your best.
Okay, our next one. Vaughan, B11. Do you like your FIFA stats? And who's the best defender you've played against? 2 questions.
I'm not actually quite happy with my FIFA stats, to be fair. I think I only seen them yesterday. I think I'm 66 rated.
66.
I think I could be a wee bit faster as well, and my defensive could be a wee bit better, but you know, that's up to them for the side, and you know, hopefully next year it'll be better.
And what about the best defender you've played against?
It's a hard one, to be fair. I've played against some good defenders, but probably say Vincent Kompany. Played against him last year for Oxford. They beat us 3-0 at home, but I'd probably say him.
Ryan Evans, 92. Now he's asking, what celebration are you going to pull out of the bag when you score? And he went on to say, in the South Wales derby, but I don't want to put that sort of pressure on you because that's immense pressure, but what sort of celebration can we expect from you?
I'm not really one for like crazy celebrations or anything. It's just you're in the moment when you score. So it's just whatever comes into your head, maybe a knee slide or a backflip. Obviously I don't have the backflip in the ladder, like, but
so no backflips from you?
No backflips, but it's just in the moment, whatever you want to do. If you're jumping or you know, you just want to celebrate with the fans here.
And on that point, I'm sure you've heard a lot about the rivalry between, of course, ourselves and Swansea. That South Wales derby. The first one is on the horizon now. Have you heard a lot about it? Looking forward to it?
I have. I heard it's a massive game, and you know, I've played in derbies before, obviously back in Ireland and that, but obviously it won't be as big as this. But you know, I'm really looking forward to it. Good.
And our last question from the fans comes from Cardiff City Edits. Who is your roomie on away days? Are they fun or are they annoying?
So it's Curtis Nelson. It was the same as last year when I was at Oxford. I was rooming with him. He's actually alright. He's quiet, but he does snore, to be fair. which does my head in. Has
that helped you with your move? Obviously having Curtis with you too?
Yeah, so you know, when I found out that Cardiff were interested, he got in touch. He says how good the club is, how well he settled in, and you know, it helped me as well.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much for coming in, Gav. And as always, thanks at home for sending in your questions. If you keep an eye on our socials, we'll let you know who's in the studio next week, and you can get in touch with more. But for now, thanks for watching.